What? The dying man in the background?
Yes, if I go like...
Yeah, if you do that, it'll just sound like somebody's dying. Like we got somebody tied up in the closet or something. Why is that funny to you? Oh my God. And you talk about me being dark sense of humor, and you're laughing at murder.
Tied up is not murder.
Okay, I guess you're right there.
I am.
All right, premeditated murder.
Oh.
There's a legal term for it.
Have we started already?
Oh, this is the Lindsay and Brian Show. I am Brian, and I am here with...
Lindsay Literal.
Cookie Thief. All right.
Nope.
There's evidence.
Hey, if it's in our household and the jar does not have a lock on it, it's not thievery.
I mean, it was very clearly labeled.
I must have knocked it off or something.
Oh, yeah.
Or I forgot how to read for a minute. I mean...
I like how you worded that. I must have knocked it off or something, as opposed to like, I didn't see it, or even like, maybe you knocked it off.
Oh.
It's funny how you kind of admitted guilt in a way there.
Whatever.
Okay. So this is, in fact, the Lindsay and Brian Show.
It is.
And so what's up? How are things going with you?
Things are good. I just ate a lot and had a cake.
All right.
Good. A whole cake.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
A whole piece of a cake.
A whole piece of a cake.
I am going to leave in that dark laughter of yours that we started with.
Okay.
Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Okay. Well, you were telling me a story about when you were at a restaurant the other day, parking lot. Do you remember what that was?
No.
I just thought it was interesting. We apparently have some very strange encounters with the restaurants.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if this is the same one we're talking about, but I went to McDonald's and the door was all boarded up. And I asked the kid at the register, I was like, what happened to your door, angry customer? And he's like, yeah, that's what happened. I was like, oh, my gosh. He didn't elaborate. I really wanted him to, but he didn't. And then when I walked outside, I realized they had just painted the concrete like a day or two ago because, they put the red stripe on there and it says fire lane and no parking. And I liked how it was right next to my parking spot. That made me laugh.
All right, that's fair. That's it's probably those same people I told you about when.
With the burgers.
Right.
Gosh.
So yeah, I was
in all the places.
I know. I was waiting for some food. Like they'll have you pull up and they'll take it out to you. And the car next to me had like a gaggle of women in there, and it was very strange because I overheard them talking about how if it takes another, I'll say, goddamn minute, they're gonna fuck a motherfucker up over these cheeseburgers, and maybe it's the same people.
Oh, I don't know. I never actually saw these people, man, woman, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Azir. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, that's a new one.
Yeah.
All right. You got any other news going on you want to talk about?
Probably. Let me go think.
All right, I'll wait. Tick, tock, tick, tock.
Talk, tick, tock, tick.
All right, whatever. All right, well, let's go ahead and start this out with, what do you think? Your turn?
Your turn.
All right, so what this is a weird way to phrase that, but your turn. Originally, it started out as a way for us, me and Lindsay, to kind of get to know each other. We would take turns asking each other questions, just kind of learning about each other, figuring out different things, how we think and stuff like that. You feel me?
I do.
Oh, why do you say it like that?
What?
Okay.
I'll start.
And just a better way to communicate, kind of building up that kind of a relationship. But that's not what this is, right?
No, we don't build relationships up in here.
No, we break them.
Sideways.
We put the relationship sideways.
Why can I not look at these cards?
I'm not done yet.
Oh my gosh.
So, your turn. What we did was we reached out.
3 years later.
We reach out to the internet and ask you, Zers, for
or
questions.
Hers or his.
Yeah, all of you guys, whatever your status is, we ask you for questions. And some of them are, let's say, legit questions. And others are, what would you say?
Made up by Brian to make me laugh.
Some there are definitely some of those in there, but also you guys are weird, the internet people.
Let's hope.
Yeah, some of them are. We'll see. You ready?
I am.
All right,
I've
so
been ready.
This is. I know. I'm sorry. I gotta explain what it is. This is Lindsay. Your turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. So Brian, do you not always never keep it 100?
What?
Let me read that again. Do you always never keep it 100, like 100%?
Do I always never keep it 100?
That was a double negative. I wonder if they cancel each other out. But either way, I think what they were trying to say is like, do you keep it 100 all the time? Or is there ever a moment where you don't ever keep it 100?
I feel like if I say no, that's like a triple negative, right? Do you ever not?
Well, it would be in a separate sentence, so it probably wouldn't be added in with that other.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. I don't think I ever do not keep it 100. So, yes, I don't know.
Okay, well that's good to know. Your turn.
All right, here we go. Did we actually land on the moon?
Didn't we discuss this once before? I don't know. Like, how can you know?
Well, you asked me about that on your show. Little bits.
Little bits.
Out now.
Out now.
Well, what do you think? I don't think we asked you, or I asked you. I'm not plural all of a sudden.
Oh, okay. We. He has split personalities or something. Anyway, I mean, I think it is possible that we didn't land on the moon, but then at the same time, they do have a lot of video footage, but I didn't actually physically see this occurring, you know? Like it could be just images made up.
Sounds good. Your turn.
Oh, okay. Have you ever pleasured yourself with a fruit?
Oh my God. That's an internet question.
Yeah, because there are fruits and vegetables. A lot of people use like the vegetable family, but since fruits are a bit squishier, I think they're just curious to see.
Well, I'm glad you made that distinction.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier for me to answer no.
Oh, okay. Your
I've
turn.
never pleasured myself with the fruit.
Oh, okay. But fruit could also be a connotation for like a nickname for anything.
Yeah, sure.
So it could be like.
Wait a minute. You can't say a fruit is a nickname for anything.
It could be. I mean, like someone could say, "Oh, this thing looks like a fruit," so I'm just gonna say this one thing. That's my fruit that I pleasure myself with.
I think you're stretching a bit.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Your turn.
my answer would be no.
Okay. Interesting.
Never with a fruit.
Okay. Something to put on the bucket list there.
Oh my God. Okay.
Your turn.
What's the most illegal thing you can do with $1? I like that one.
Huh. Illegal thing. Well, I don't know if there are like degrees of what is most legal or not most legal, but I would probably say prison sentence might be a good indicator of that. So probably like you could have $1 on you while committing an act. I guess you could kill somebody with $1 in your pocket, you know? Or maybe you could buy a very, very, very small amount of drugs that are very, very illegal with $1. Or you can embezzle $1 somehow. Work with a money laundering scheme and say, I bet this on my dollar, and put that $1 on your wall on your embezzling scheme.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
Thanks.
All right. Your turn.
Okay. Let's see her. What is the most pointless thing that actually exists, in your opinion?
Fidget spinners.
Really?
No, I don't know. The most pointless thing? I feel like it's going to be one of those as seen on TV type devices.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
like who needs that except like drunk ambient women at 3 a.m?
Someone who like really needs some assistance, like that toilet light.
That toilet light. I almost thought about getting one of those. Don't you make fun of the toilet light?
Well, it's like kind of hilarious. Like I thought about getting one as well, but then I
Oh,
thought, what if somebody pees on it? That's disgusting. And
that's
then you have
true.
to change it out, and then like if you move, like they'll charge you if you leave anything behind.
Wait,
So you have to take it out.
that doesn't speak to like the practicality of it.
I know, but just the thought of maybe not wanting to buy it because of that.
Okay. I don't know. There's a lot of things I think are pretty silly and probably pointless. Like those wine glasses that have a mason jar instead of a whatever. They have like a mason jar with a stem on the bottom. Like, those are pretty ridiculous.
Those are kind of ridiculous. I was thinking more along the lines like a gallbladder or tonsils, because they have like no one's really figured out what the point of them is.
Good point there. But also you said nobody's figured it out what it is.
Yeah,
So I think there's some room there to maybe like not immediately dismiss that, in my opinion.
maybe, but also sometimes if people keep those things in their body, it could lead to other things. Like one guy told me he got cancer of his tonsils, and
Whoa.
yeah, and his doctor said if he had had it removed, he probably wouldn't have had cancer.
Oh, that sucks.
I know. So I was like, yeah. And then also, I think your gallbladder can become inflamed and cause serious health issues. And if it weren't there, then the person would be fine. So it seems more of a hindrance and pointless to have it. Might as well just at birth, get that tonsil and gallbladder removed.
Right. Okay. Your turn.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, actually, no, that was your turn. Like, I read a card.
Oh, so it's my turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you never technically answered an item.
I did. I said the goblet thing or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Aliens? It
What
just says
about 'em?
aliens. Question mark.
Wow.
Yeah. How about this? Was that me or the internet?
You.
That was me.
I think that is a very, very open-ended question. Yeah. I love alien movies and TV
Paraphernalia.
shows. Sometimes paraphernalia. Sometimes it gets a little weird. Reminds me of my cats sometimes. And because of the
cats?
eyes.
Okay.
But
Decent save there.
yeah. But I don't know if they're really out there or not. We haven't, as people, not taking credit for this, haven't explored the universe that much. I mean, there could just be another Earth out there and be pretty much similar to us, and we call them aliens just because they're not here. I don't know. It's possible.
Okay. Awesome. Your turn.
Okay. This says, are you looking for hot local singles in your area?
No. Was that me or the internet, though?
You.
That was not me.
Oh, okay.
That is from the internet.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, good save to say no.
Of course. My eyes are always open.
What?
No, I'm joking. Okay.
Your turn.
All right. How come it don't always be like that, but sometimes it do be like that?
I guess that explains like things that people are like, oh, it is always this way, but it don't always be like that. So that's why you're not always supposed to say it never always, because sometimes there's always a situation that defies the norms. So I would say it don't always be like that, because like life is so fluid. There's so many answers to one question sometimes.
Okay. It started off a bit weird, but you finished strong. I like that.
Shanka.
All right.
Okay, my
Your turn.
If the universe was a simulation, what would the file name be?
New.
New.
Yeah.
Like just a bunch of files named new, all mixed in with a file.
Or the real new one. Yeah.
The fake new one number 2.
No. Because like I've worked on like a file that had multiple, like the new one. This is the new one, the newest one. So I think it'd be like new, or the real new one.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be a bit more original too.
Nope.
Okay,
It's funny you say that. There's a bunch of memes that people made where, I get a lot of like ads about this, like audio engineers or different kind of like production people, where they'll have like the coffee mugs, and it'll say like audio 1, audio 1, audio 1, and just kind of stack them all on top of each other.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
Okay.
Your turn.
All right. Are you ready?
Of course, always.
All right. What's one trend you couldn't follow?
I would say just by hearing that, those jeans where the thighs are all cut up, like literally from like your underwear line down to your knee. It's just like a big gaping hole. It's like, what was the point of that?
That's fair. They're probably even more expensive than, I guess, all their jeans, all put together jeans.
I have no idea, but at that point, might as well just go in underwear and wear high knee socks.
I'm for that.
Yeah, I'd be more for that than the cut open jeans, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Your
I
turn.
felt really more passionately than I thought about that situation. Okay. It says new question, comma, who dis?
What?
New question, comma, who dis?
Brian.
That was an easy one.
All
Or maybe it's a deep question. Like, who are you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Did I write that, or was that from the internet?
You.
Nope. I like asking these.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I'll just remember all the like terribly ungrammatical ones, or not you.
Ungrammatical ones.
Ungrammatical ones.
Okay. I'll leave that in here. Is it my turn? What's one piece of advice that has genuinely helped you improve your social skills?
I heard this from somebody. I forgot who it was. Brian, don't do that. Bad.
Sorry.
It was that people like to talk about themselves. So instead of like, say I were to walk up to a person and meet them, I wouldn't start telling about myself. I would ask them questions about themselves, and then whenever they start kind of elaborating on something, and then I find a piece of information that I find fascinating, kind of ask them a bit more questions about it, and then usually they will feel like you genuinely care about who they are and what they're interested in, and then it kind of builds like a bond there.
It was a very used car salesman tactic.
Yeah.
Okay, kind of shady, but all right.
Hey, that's only if like you're like trying to like network or whatever. This is not just like in a general situation.
Basically, you just make them feel like they're interesting.
I guess like if you need a job like real bad, you know.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah,
right.
but like in a regular situation, I am usually pretty interested in someone in just general, and I'll ask them questions about themselves.
Right.
And so it's not to gain anything by it. And then if I'm not actually interested, then I won't ask any questions. So just letting you know, if any of these people are listening to this and I meet them,
Oh my
don't
God.
think I'm trying to be shady or anything.
Okay.
Yep.
Your turn.
Okay. What does it feel like to kill someone?
Surprisingly relaxing.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Sure. No, I don't know. I've never killed somebody.
Okay. That was a fast answer, so I was a little worried there.
Oh, no. How about this? Was that me or the internet?
You.
That was me.
Oh my gosh. I'm even more concerned.
Okay. Oh my God. I'm sorry. All right.
All right, keep an eye out on this one over here.
Right. Okay. Is it my turn?
Your turn.
Okay. Ready?
I'm going to go hide all the pointy objects. Give me a moment. I'm ready.
Okay. What's the dumbest thing you've heard someone say? That's probably something I said. Don't laugh. Oh my God.
Let me think. I don't know.
Take your time. Don't give me an answer too fast.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But anytime though. Soon.
Oh, maybe yesterday when we were watching Borat, and he was talking to the group of feminists, and he said some scientist in his country said that women had brains the size of squirrels, and he like acted like he genuinely believed it, and those women were looking at him like he was utterly insane, like they wanted to rip his hair off. And he's like, yeah, so that's why men should, like, women shouldn't have rights and whatever. And they were looking at him like, we're trying to be civil, we're trying to be civil, we're trying to be civil.
Right. He said it like everybody knows that.
Yes. And it was like one scientist in his country. And they were like, who is this man? Like, do you have proof of this? Like, he just believed it, like blind faith.
She watched Borat recently.
Yeah, I did. It was amusing.
All right.
My turn.
Okay.
For your turn. Okay, my new name is Chuckles, and I will now ask a question. So since you named me Chuckles, but then I told you were Chuckles, why are you telling me that my name is Chuckles?
What?
Okay.
Wait, what does the card say?
The card says my new name is Chuckles, and I will now ask a question, and then it says parentheses, ask a question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so that was my question. So what happened was you named me Chuckles, and then I said, no, you're Chuckles. And so now you're calling me Chuckles. So I'm just wondering why you're calling me Chuckles now when you're now Chuckles.
I'm so lost by it. Like the question on the card makes sense to me. Kind of. I wrote it. I'll say I wrote that one.
Okay.
That's not the internet.
Wow.
But yes, I called you Chuckles because you tend to laugh a lot. Lindsay laugh a lot.
I like it.
Okay. But just because you call me Chuckles doesn't make me Chuckles.
It does. Since you called me Chuckles, does that make me Chuckles then?
Yeah, you're Lindsay laugh a lot.
So if you call
See,
me
you're chuckling right now.
I am not. So if you call me Chuckles, then that's definitely my name. But then if I call you Chuckles, that's definitely not your name.
Yes.
That doesn't seem fair.
It's not.
Okay.
My turn.
All right, Chuckles.
No. What's an item everyone should have?
Huh. Let me think. A good bottle of wine. That's really hard to find.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. Is that your final answer?
Well, let me think. Yeah, we'll go with that right now. Because, there are a lot of bottles of wine that are not good. Like, either they're too bitter or they're, like, way too much sugar. I don't even know. It's very strange. Brian, why are you touching my feet, you weirdo?
What are you talking about?
Your turn.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's my turn for you.
Oh, man. You have that look in your eye. Okay.
What look in my eye? What recently happened to you that made you feel happy?
I don't feel happy. I find no joy in life. No, I'm just playing.
Y'all should see that face he's making. Oh my god. He makes some really different faces.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like seeing people with like differing opinions come together and have a reasonable conversation, debate. That makes me happy and kind of hopeful for humanity. What are you doing? Why is
I
that
felt like sleeping.
Why is that funny to you?
I didn't say it was funny.
Well, you laugh at the worst things.
What did you say?
I said you laugh at the worst things.
No, your answer.
I'll cut the beginning of this and put it right here.
Okay.
You're laughing about murder.
Whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
He's
Look
trying
at
to
you.
tickle me.
Okay.
Your turn?
something that happened to me recently that made me happy. I found $1 and donated it to a homeless guy, and I felt pretty good about myself.
Donated to a homeless guy.
Yep.
I've never heard that phrase before.
What do you mean? I gave him
Usually
$1.
you donate to charities, not so much donate to a person.
Well, I mean, I'm going to claim it on my taxes. I'm getting my $1 back.
Whatever. You can't claim that amount of money for charity. I think it has to be over a certain amount. He's laughing maniacally.
What? I'm just sitting here not doing anything.
Whatever. He's laughing maniacally.
Okay. I think I've answered that question satisfactory.
Oh, no.
Ready? Your turn.
Yeah, okay.
What's your favorite part of your daily routine? Not that. Don't say that.
Okay. Getting coffee, going home from work, lunch. Sound like a kid.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of school? Recess. Holidays.
Okay.
Yep. All right, my turn. What happened to that $50 you owe me? Oh, speaking of which, what happened to that $50 you owe me? That was from like 10 years ago. That has interest on it. Now you owe me $155, bruh. Where my money? Where my money at?
I don't know. So what?
He just totally.
Wait, was that my question or the internet's?
That was your question.
That was not.
It was the intranet.
That was from the internet.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Mhm.
What is a non-sexual equivalent of erectile dysfunction?
Oh, that's awful. Not being able to taste food.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is tragic.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think not tasting food is worse, honestly. Because I think sometimes with erectile dysfunction, it sometimes works for some people, but not all the time.
Right.
And then also I don't think people have sex as much as they eat. Probably people eat at least 3 times a day, and that would be difficult.
Right. Okay, that sounds good.
Yes.
I guess it's your turn.
Mm-hmm. What was a talent when you were a kid, but can no longer do as an adult?
Oh. Talent that I could do as a kid that I could no longer do as an adult. I could bat my eyes like real pretty, like this.
Like you did yesterday?
Like this. And then I could get what I want.
Oy vey. That
No.
face. You were squinting your eyes. Look like you got shampoo in your eyes or something.
Lemon shampoo.
That was not batting, honey.
Okay.
They probably just did that for you because they thought you had a problem.
I know, they felt bad.
And now you're a grown man and they can't do that anymore.
Where's this person's caretaker?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Really? I'm glad you find that funny.
Yes.
Okay.
I could just imagine people's reaction to you
Right.
doing that, like in the store or something.
Oh, honey, where's your handler?
She's in the car.
Okay. I don't know. I used to be able to make a lot more different voices. I used to do that quite a bit. So I think I'll go with that one.
Now that you're all grown up, your voice is deepened and you can't do that as much?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Do you think that was me or Lindsay on those people?
Humans.
Okay. I think it's my turn.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do a couple more and then we'll go to the next thing. All right?
All right.
Okay.
Right.
Any last words?
Like when I die?
It just says any last words.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna go with the one when I die because I have no idea. But my last word right now is Brian can still bat his eyelashes.
Oh God.
It's real pretty, and his dimples is super cute. And
Okay, your turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut all that out.
Whatever. Okay, what historical myth do you wish people would stop spreading as a fact?
Santa. 100% Santa.
Yeah. Because, like, you're lying to your children from the beginning. And if you lie about one thing, what else did you lie to them about?
Well, yeah, that's certainly part of it. I don't really understand that. The idea that you probably work at a job that you don't want to work at for an amount of time that you don't want to be there away from your kids is kind of ironic. But then to tell them that these presents are free from this person, this made-up person, I don't think it's a very good thing to teach children, especially probably today more than any time. But also, I think it's much more powerful and valuable to explain to the kids, if you do buy them presents, that, hey, this is why I go to work. This is, what value, how you accumulate value and how much time is worth. I think that's a pretty important lesson for kids.
I just thought of this. Like, what if you say, okay, I will get you as many things as you like under maybe $150 or $300. And then the kid will say, okay, well, or like the adult will take the kid to the store at the item where they might want to buy this thing. And then they can write on their little Christmas list, like, okay, this item is maybe $50. And then maybe I'll get one of these and it's $20. And then they kind of understand the concept of money a little bit.
Sure, absolutely.
And then we can say, all right, well, I'll buy these things for you and wrap them up for Christmas. And then on Christmas morning, then they can open their items. And then maybe you can buy them like a little extra thing that they weren't expecting.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's not what we're going to do.
Oh.
Okay.
We're not?
Turn.
What are we going to do?
It doesn't matter. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Your turn. I like how you read them before you say them. You're very careful.
Because some of these, like, the sentence doesn't make sense because the grammar is weird. And so I just want to make sure I am phrasing it correctly.
Why are you saying it like that? Just read the card.
Okay. What is the safest way to go about telling your dog they're adopted?
Off-brand treats.
You would do that?
Well, if I was going to tell my dog I was adopted, which I guess
Off-brand?
all dogs are.
I think you would buy them like a fancy one to tell them they're adopted.
Well, I mean, it's not come on. Really?
Really?
All right. I guess that's.
Yeah. Maybe just don't tell them.
Yeah.
They may
just
not.
Don't tell them.
They may not know.
Right. I got one for you. Do you think that was me or the internet?
Internet.
That was the internet. That's one of, I don't know, 30. One more each.
Sure.
Okay. It's your turn. No, it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Am I a doctor?
You are not.
Okay, I've been trying to figure that out for, I don't know, how long have we known each other? A couple years?
85 years, yeah?
Yeah, I've been trying to figure that out for a very long time.
We'll just look through your PhD folder, and if there's anything in there, then that lets you know.
Funny thing is, I left it at my other place. Okay, your turn.
Okay.
Wait. The last one. Are you satisfied with this question?
As
the last one?
Yeah.
Okay. And for the finale of your turn, Lindsay, cookie thief, literal, laughs a lot. Your turn.
What is your personal curse? And what is your favorite color? And what kind of shoes are you wearing? And what is your favorite food? And what is your favorite coffee drink?
You are a liar.
It's all the same sentence.
I don't even remember the first one. I'm not wearing shoes. Coffee is probably some sort of iced latte. Chocolate style. I know, right? Favorite color, blue, red, fuchsia, pinkish, purplish color. I forgot what it was. I forgot what the other questions were.
What's your personal curse?
Oh, that was the question. The only question on there.
Was that for me or the internet?
Sneaky ninja over here.
Yep.
A personal curse. I don't know. I always tend to initially think negatively or the worst situation, and I usually have to think my way out of that, which I think it's been good for business career-wise. I can look at potential problems, kind of figure out how to avoid them or fix them. I've noticed that's been pretty helpful for me. But that's about it. Like I said, I kind of have to think my way into a positive point of view. What do you think of that?
Positive POV. Hey, baby.
All right. Well, what is this?
Your turn.
With?
Brianito.
And?
Heatherita.
Cookie Thief.
Never.
All right. Your turn.
Again?
And if you... No.
Oh.
We're gonna...
Completion.
If you want to submit some questions, you can leave us a voicemail, or I think you can actually text as well, which is kind of cool. You can do that with the number
240-775-0434.
775? Why'd you say it like that? That was weird.
Because doing it in digits, like a whole number, so instead of saying 240, which is 3 numbers, I can say 240, and that's 2 numbers. And then, so the number again, in case you just got your pen and your pencil and your eyeliner pen and your paper.
Yeah, we'll give you time to pull over if you're listening to this in the car.
Or just stop in the road, put your blinkers on.
You know.
People get it, you know. So that number is 240. That is 240 or 240. And next digit is 775 or 775 or 775. And then the next digits are 0434, 0434, or 0434. Alrighty.
That is...
extensive.
All right. And if you want, you can also send us an email. Email at yourturnpodcast001@gmail.com.
Yes.
All right. So, how was that? What did you think?
I liked it.
Me too. That was pretty fun. We look forward to hearing what you guys come up with. Like I said, some of these are actual genuine questions. Not to say that they're not all genuine, of course, but some of them are a bit more deeper than others, and some of them are, what? Just silliness?
Just silliness.
That's fair.
Oh, yeah, and I forgot, y'all can follow us on Instagram and Facebook as well. Do we have a Facebook just for our podcast?
The Lindsay and Brian Show.
Okay, yeah. We'll just put all that in the bio at the bottom.
Yeah. Well, we're not. Yeah, we'll do a couple more. We got another thing lined up for you guys.
Oh, I thought we were done.
We're done with your turn.
Okay.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that one. That was some fun ones. And
yeah.
I like the Santa question, or the Santa answer, actually.
Santa answer.
Yeah.
Santa Anna answers.
Santa Anta answer us?
No, Santa Anna answers.
Okay. Answers Santa. Yeah, I don't know what you're saying. All right. You want to do the next thing? Or
Yep.
Okay. What is this? So this one is going to be what we're calling Imagine That. Kind of similar to the last one. We come up with some pretty much fake movie titles. Some of them we also get from the internet, but we kind of freestyle some ideas, go back and forth on what we think would make a good movie according to these titles. Once again, if you got some ideas that maybe we missed on some of these descriptions, go ahead and leave us a comment, let us know. Or if you got some ideas of your own that you want to submit, go ahead and reach out. But, you ready?
Of course.
All right. Like I said, we'll just kind of both freestyle some ideas of what we think of this.
Okay.
And this is Imagine That. Here we go.
The man inside me.
The man inside of me. Why is that funny to you? Oh, you're thinking of a dirty version.
Whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The man inside of me. I think this is an interesting one. This is the title of Tobias Funke's book, I believe. If you remember that.
Oh, yes.
So I guess it could actually be a different version of that.
Yes.
I don't know. I kind of think this is kind of like the Ant-Man sequel. I don't know if you're familiar with that character.
Nope.
He's a superhero that can turn into the size of an ant.
Oh my gosh. That might be convenient. Like if you're being chased by the popo and then all of a sudden you turn into the size of an ant. Then they're like, where'd the culprit go? Dun-na, dun-na, dun-na.
Right.
And then they go down the road and then you can exit off.
And I guess he can also enter you without you knowing. An ant.
Inappropriate.
Kind of like a Bill Cosby.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. All right. What do you think of that? You got anything else?
Man inside of me. It can be like that Simpsons artist who had the man in the beard.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
that was so cute. I love that one. And
Chris Simpson's artist.
yes. And he had little man, like the kid asked the man, like, why is your beard so long? And he lifted up his beard and there was a dude waving. It was cute. So that could be like the man inside of me, like the man inside of my beard.
All right.
And you have conversations with them. They help you with business ideas.
They'll just like reach for things for you.
Well, this one's really small. So unless he had like a stretchy hand, or maybe he jumps out of the beard and he go gets you something like, I need a coffee right now. And he will like go get you one, you know.
Or if you're about to take a sip of some hot coffee from your mug, he'll just blow on it real quick.
That's great.
Okay. Go ahead.
I need a man beard.
Oh, man.
I know.
All right. Imagine that.
Flo or FLO?
Flo.
Flo.
That sounds like a waitress we know.
Oh, yeah.
One of many we've gotten to know unintentionally.
Yes. She's something. Very funny.
All right.
Yes, Flo will sound like this. And how they take your order?
No, she does before she even takes her order. That's what this movie's about. Flo. It's about this waitress.
About this waitress named Flo.
So every time we've went to this one particular restaurant, probably like 5 or 6 times in a row, this lady starts off with one of the most disgusting stories we've ever heard.
Yes.
For an example, one of the most recent times we went there, she came up to us, our table. We got sat down by the host or hostess, I don't remember. And we're having a chat, and this waitress walks up. We'll call her Flo. And she points to her pussy, bubbly eye and says, "This thing has been leaking all day. What can I get you for drinks?"
Oh, no. She went into this really long story. She's like, oh, yes, my eye has been leaking all day. I don't even know what happened. I think some sort of bug bit me or something. It was pussy. Last night it was red and swollen. I put an ice pack on it, and I think it's doing a little better, but it's still leaking. But anyway, enough about me. Do you want a drink?
So I see it as a biography.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Oh, my gosh. That was a funny situation.
All right.
We did write a song about it.
All right. Imagine that. This one is Bi Curious George.
I like it. Oh, my gosh.
That's interesting.
Uh-huh.
What do you think that's about? A
Um,
man and his monkey. That's
maybe.
a story, actually.
Maybe. I think it's a man named George. He works.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe he moved to a big city, and the only job he could get because he was wanting to be a writer, but he didn't have any experience, and so he had to work in a library. And then he found the biography section, and he was very curious about it. And so he started reading all the biographies when they didn't need him to do anything at his job. And so he kept reading biographies, and then he started writing biographies and decided that he didn't want to do like journalism or magazines like he had thought originally. He would write biographies for people.
That is a very elaborate description
Yeah.
for a fake movie title. Okay. Imagine that.
The title of this one is COCK.
COCK. Or
C.O.C.K.
cock, apparently. I'll say it.
He'll say it. He has one.
I don't think you're going to like this one. I think it is the Church of Christ Kids. This is about a summer camp. It says COCK. It's a summer camp about bonding.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And then they're running home from their summer camp and they got these blue shirts on with these hot pink letters on there, and they run to their parents and their parents look horrified, and then the mom looks at the kid's shirt and says, "Oh." That sounds so funny.
All right. Oh my God.
That's so funny.
Okay. Let us know what you guys come up with. She is dying over here.
That was funny. I love it.
You laugh at the most inappropriate things.
I'm just totally seeing this in my mind. Like this cute little innocent kid with this shirt on, and then the colors are pink and blue, and then these moms are horrified, the horrified look on the parents' face, and then they read the shirt and the fine print says Church of Christ Kids.
The mom shoots the dad a glare did you do this?
No, it's the whole summer camp has these shirts on.
Right.
And they're all running to their parents at the end of the camp to go home. And all the parents are what is my child wearing this whole time? Oh my gosh, so funny.
Maybe that's one of the ones we can do some artwork for.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we could. Oh my gosh, we could do shirts for our people. That'd be so funny.
All right. Imagine that. Are you gonna walk around with a cock shirt?
Oh my gosh, I wonder what my work would say.
What about the font size? Is it gonna be big?
Yeah, it'd be across the chest, and then right under it will be the whole name written out just in one line. But they had to do it really small since the words are big.
Right.
Then when somebody comes out to it, they're like, "Oh."
Yeah. I mean, it's for the kids, really.
Yeah.
Do you think people would get mad at that? Because there is a COC, a Church of Christ. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Imagine that.
Bougie burgers.
Bougie burgers.
Bougie burgers.
That sounds like a really upscale, snotty
I
establishment.
know. I can imagine it right off the beach, and then it has a lit up flamingo.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and all the colors are blue and pink. It's really cute. Brian, you don't burp when we're talking about bougie burgers. Brian,
sorry.
No burping on bougie burgers.
I am not bougie nor a burger.
Oh yeah. Do you have maybe you could do an order for the bougie burgers? They're so bougie they don't let you substitute anything.
It's chef's choice. You can't even order. You just, I'm hungry, and then they give you whatever they give you.
Yeah, it could be something totally ratchet.
They don't even give you the change. They keep it.
Yeah, they're this is our tip, girl.
It's not like those clown burgers.
Clown burgers.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started. What the hell are clown burgers? I don't know.
Okay. All right. Imagine that.
It says, here you go, Brian.
This one says gay Jesus, which, that's one of my favorite ways to think of Jesus is very gay and just living life, well, up to a certain point. But maybe that's where he went those, 33 years? He was out just being happy and kind of being himself.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, what do you guys think? Lindsay has nothing on that one. Imagine that.
Mom's gone.
Imagine that. Mom's gone. What do you think that could be about?
Mom being gone.
Yeah?
Yeah. I could see it as being like a funny one, and then I could see it as being really depressing.
Like, you know how like you've seen Home Alone, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So instead of like them leaving the kids or kid there, like she takes off, and no, we'll just kind of like to this, let's say like a small vacation, like not abandoning of the child, but they know it's gonna be like at least a day or two before she comes back, and that's when the fun starts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
What were you thinking?
Oh, I was thinking about those children whose moms up and leave because they can't handle
Oh my
having
God.
children.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know.
Anyway, imagine that.
Change the subject. Oh, you don't want to read that one? But stuff.
But, comma, stuff.
Oh, okay.
These internet questions are getting weird.
Nah. But stuff. Oh, let me think. What are you doing, right?
I don't know. I was just trying to think of what butt stuff could be. I feel like there's about some individual who gets into like a predicament, and maybe like a corporate office-y type person, and they're in the process of getting like reprimanded about something. And it's like, but stuff. And that's kind of what he tries to use, or they try to use it as an excuse.
And then it'll be
That
like
wasn't my first thought.
Oh, but it'll be like oh my gosh. It'll be like they ride with it like in other comedies like, yeah, but stuff happens.
All right. Imagine that.
Imagine that. My first cousin.
What do you got?
Maybe it's a story about someone's truly first cousin, and their aunt and uncle had a child, obviously, and they're like, "Oh, my first cousin," and then they talk about their life together. I don't know.
I feel like you're struggling to not make this dirty.
I am. I struggle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like where you're going with that. Kind of like a down home, maybe like even farmy, Amishy. Like, oh, we got another Jebediah in the family.
Jebediah.
That one was funny too.
Jebediah.
Okay.
That name.
If we have a kid, can we name him Jebediah?
Like, how many consonants are in that name? It's like that long name that has like 24 letters and their name is like Bob or something.
Oh, right.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Imagine that. Mexican burritos. Aren't all burritos Mexican?
Not necessarily. Not the breakfast burritos.
I mean, a burrito is a Spanish word, isn't it?
Burrito.
Ooh, say it again.
Burrito.
Okay.
Okay.
Mexican burritos. What do you think about this one? It sounds like a young entrepreneur, maybe a family, who is kind of trying to kind of create their own thing, start their own venture. And then they get hit with the plague of diarrhea from their customer. No, I don't know about that.
It got dark real fast. Be like, this is not what they showed on the previews. It's not what I signed up for. Can I get my money back, please?
We got bad guac.
Is there another movie playing in this theater at this time?
Oh, man. All the bathrooms are occupied.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I think we should set that and create some art for this one as well. Mexican burritos. It'll just be like, have you ever seen those like Pepto-Bismol commercials where people are holding their stomachs?
Oh no.
It'll be like that. Okay. Breathe.
I'm a yawning.
All right, we'll do a couple more and then we'll end this facade.
Facade.
All right. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Imagine that. Butter my butt and call me a biscuit. Speechless, eh?
Sounds punch. I didn't punch you, buddy. It was a drink. Just to clarify. That sounds like a great movie.
Butter my butt and call me a biscuit.
Yeah, I
Son
actually
bitch.
read a book that was about that. And it was about all these country sayings and translating them for people who aren't country.
Did you write this?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
No. It's a very good book, very informative. A lot of it was about love and about money.
Okay. Should we skip this one?
No.
Because that sounds like some, I don't know. Sounds like some farm animal stuff.
Sounds like.
Go on.
Never mind.
Why'd you make that face?
What face?
Okay.
Butter my butt and Columbia biscuits. Oh, I know. Okay,
yeah,
getting the
let's hear
car back out. Getting that car back out.
There you go.
All right, so it's about people. You know, sometimes they put certain types of lotions to make them more tan, but they
Oh.
put butter on. And then since people always wear like the bottoms of the swimsuit, they went to a nude beach so that their butt could be tan as well. Because
Like
it's like
cocoa butter.
yeah, like cocoa butter or something. Because it's like their legs are all tan. Like I don't know, like how tan. Let me think. Like
7.
8. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then their butt's just white, and it's crazy looking. So if they ever take their clothes off, people be laughing at them. So this is what Butter My Butt and Call Me a Biscuit. It's like the story of being like all one shade and not different shade, like around the eyes or whatever.
I get it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's do one more each.
Okay.
Imagine that. What else is on? That sounds like the name of this show.
Oh no. What else is on? It could be about maybe some young 20-year-old, like 2 dudes who've been friends since like elementary school. No,
Yeah.
we're not going there.
Okay. I wasn't going there.
He had that face. Anyway, they're just flipping through the channels. They're like, nothing's good on TV, like nothing entertaining, whatever. And so
Oh, I see.
yeah, they set out to do their own TV station that's educational and interesting and entertaining as well. So that people don't have to flip through the channels. Like there's actually something on always that people would be interested in.
Or maybe not even creating their own channel necessarily, but that interesting things start to happen to them. Maybe like somebody crashes through their window, or they get an unfamiliar knock at the door, and that's when it all begins.
Or maybe like afraid of Coca-Cola's crash through their ceiling. Like on weed.
Okay. All right. I like it.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do some artwork for that one as well.
Yeah.
Want to do one more?
Sure. To the victor goes the spoils.
That's a saying.
It is?
Yeah.
What does the saying mean?
I don't know, but it sounds wrong. If you're the victor, why would you want the spoils?
Well, it has a capital V, so maybe it means like everybody with the name Victor goes to the spoils. Because you know how in elementary school they always line you up by like your alphabet, and then someone's like, "Oh, I'm always last because my name starts with a V," and so by the time they get to them, the food is spoiled. And so he sets out to change his name to start with an A. And then all of a sudden in schools, they start a new policy that everybody starting with a V has to go first in line. And so then he has an A name now because he changed it legally. And no burping, Brian.
I'm not going to burp.
Whatever. And Brian.
What?
And so then he changed his name to an A name. And he still gets spoiled food.
Okay.
That's what this one's about. The struggle of the V name.
All right.
The struggle of the V.
I was barely paying attention. I'm sorry. I was just fucking with you a bit.
I noticed.
Okay. Well, that is Imagine That. And let us know what you think of that. If you got any comments about that, or if you want to submit some of your own movie titles and have Lindsay, literal cookie thief.
Make up some crazy storylines.
Right. And eventually we'll get to the point where we're going to start making some artwork for some of these. Create some posters, maybe stickers. People kind of like those. Church of Christ kids.
Put them on your face.
Yeah, if you want cock stickers, just go ahead and let us know.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll go to our local romance store and pick some up for you.
Right. You can submit some voicemails and even text us if you want. I believe at 240-775-0434. I still don't know why you said it like that.
I say that to my customers and they're like, what?
Okay. What else you got? This has been about an hour so far.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so how do you make your facial hair so sensual?
Well, I start by sleeping on my face. And then I wake up, take a shower, and just scrub it with soap and shampoo or shampoo. And then I just don't do anything. I don't even dry it. I just let it.
Do you rinse it out?
Nope. See all this flakiness coming out of it? That's all soap.
Oh, okay.
Keeps it clean. Smells
I
good.
thought you just had some gray in your beard, but that's flakes.
Oh, how dare you.
Uh.
No, I literally do nothing for this beard.
Oh, okay. Poor beard, so neglected.
I don't know. You said you liked it.
I like it.
Okay. What else you got? Lindsay, literal cookie thief?
Can you stop calling me cookie thief?
No, I'm going to upload the video of you stealing my clearly labeled cookies. Speechless. Say something, incriminate yourself. I dare you. Give me more evidence.
I ate those cookies and I was proud.
How dare you? All right. I guess this next episode we'll be doing this from her jail cell since I'm calling the police.
They'll never catch me alive.
Yeah.
Ant-Man, where are you?
All right. For the Lindsay and Brian Show, I am
Brianito.
also usually known as Brian, and this is...
Oh, bag. That's his acronym
I'm
for
cutting
his
your
name.
mic. I'm cutting your mic. That's Lindsay.
No.
Goodbye.
Oh, my name's Lindsay. Bye.